I am so freaking excited because today I am back with a hair tutorial. One of the #1 questions I get asked is, how do I get my hair to look like this? Can I do an updated hair tutorial? And honestly, the reason it has taken me so freaking long is because I hate doing hair. I absolutely hate it. I love my hair to look like this, but I hate the process of doing it. And so I've just kind of been dreading filming this video, but I knew I wanted to do it for you guys. Also, I know I did one of these videos before, and in my last video, that was very, very damaging to your hair. I not only think that I'm better at doing my hair now, if I say so myself, I also think the way that I do it now, there's a lot less direct heat, the temperature is lower, and it's basically moving a lot faster, so you're not damaging and frying the ends of your hair or hair extensions. I personally like to do this hairstyle with a flat iron. I find it comes out the best, and that is what I use today. The one that I use is the Sea-Doo Revolution flat iron. I will leave a link to it below. This is the same flat iron that I have used for like 5 years. It is the best, hands down. I like it because the plates have a nice slip to them, so it's really good for not only straightening hair but also curling, because when you curl and when you do this hairstyle, flash in my eye, you really don't want it to kind of snag as it's going through the hair. You want it to like go through nicely and smoothly. So if I can recommend one flat iron, this is hands down it. This is like my little baby. But sometimes I do my hair on my channel, and you guys have complimented me when I use one of these. This is a curling one from Numi. This is the 25mm, which is a 1-inch one. So yeah, now I'm gonna show you guys how I get this hairstyle, these big gorgeous waves. I love my hair like this, honestly. It's so full, so bouncy. And then I'm going to come back and tell you guys how I take care of it so you don't have to do this every single freaking day, because, you know, you want to sleep with it and wake up and have the hair still look good for like 3 or 4 days. I got you, girls. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is brush your hair. We want absolutely no tangles for this look. And then I'm going to section my hair, starting with my longest layer of hair on the bottom, and take about 1-inch sections this big, and comb through them. It is really important that you have no knots. Taking my flat iron close to the root, I'm going to flip it over one time and then start dragging the hair through and flip it over another time. So we've gone 180 degrees and then another half turn. I'm flipping it all the way over and pulling the hair through. The tip of the hair should be closest to your neck on this side because we are curling away from our face. And then I like to just shape the curl when it's done. So let's do that again. I'm taking the flat iron, twisting it over one time, starting to pull the hair through, and then twisting it over again so the tip of the hair, as I am pulling it through slowly, is closest on the side of my neck. And then I will drag it through slowly, hold the curl, and pull it away from my face to shape it. And that is all I'm going to do on the side of my head where my bangs are. So I'm going to put you in fast motion just for this. And then on the other side of our head, we are going away from our face. So you can see I'm flipping the flat iron over one time, 2 times so the hair is closest to our neck, the tail, and slowly pulling through, as you can see I'm doing here. It is really easy once you get the hang of it. It will hurt your wrist a little bit at first, but it gets a lot easier, I promise, with practice. And you can see it just gives a really nice curl. However, on this side of my head where I'm going to have my swoop bangs, I also like to alternate sections. So this one I'm doing the exact same thing, but I'm curling in towards my head and flipping the flat iron twice. So I alternate random sections on this side just because I find it gives a better look and it doesn't all bunch together, especially where my bangs are, and create more volume. So I'm going to go ahead and I go section by section, layer by layer, working with hair that's all the same length, all the way through my head on either side. It's a very repetitive process. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes depending on how much hair you have, and because you guys know I love to wear a lot of hair in my head, it takes me a little bit longer, and it's a little bit of a tedious process, but it works. And I just keep repeating, flipping that flat iron twice and slowly dragging the hair through. The smaller the sections, the more voluminous a look you're going to get, so I do like to keep the sections smaller. It also lasts longer. And when I get to the top layers of my hair like I'm doing here, I like to still flip the flat iron twice, but I'm pulling the hair away from my head. I'm kind of pulling it backwards. And this gives you a more voluminous, bouncy look at the crown. And I love a lot of volume at the top. It just makes the curls so much more full and bouncy. So I kind of drag the layers at the top backwards away from my head just to create that lift at the root. And then again, just for the top layers, I like to bump them away from my face. And then I just fluff it up. You can see again here, I'm just doing a slight bump away from my face, but the very first section I will do a little more of a flip because I like it to be pretty curly and have that far forset wave. And then you're just gonna shape the bangs, brush through everything, loosen everything up, and just style everything exactly how you want it. And that is pretty much it, you guys. It's all there is to it. There's a lot of repetition, but it gives you a really, really beautiful result. And I'm obsessed, and this is how I've been doing my hair for pretty much ever. I actually learned this tip from my hairstylist by watching her do my hair. So that is how I learned how to do it, and it gives the best results. So yeah guys, that is how I get this gorgeous hairstyle. Now how I sleep with it, I just put it back into a ponytail, and then I will wind the hair around into a bun, but not a tight one. I'll just make it very loose, and I will put a hairband over it one time, like an elastic. I won't wind the elastic tightly. I want it to be as loose as possible, and when I wind it into the bun, I make sure like the very ends, like this much of the really beautiful curled ends, are not tucked into the headband, because then it can get like crimped and funky. And trust me, when you wake up, the curls obviously will drop, because that's what curls do, but they look better when they drop. I would say it lasts for about 3 or 4 days in the curled styles. By the time you get to the 4th day, it is more of a wavy, a loose wave look, but it's still really pretty. Oh, and the key to this hairstyle is, guys, you don't want to brush it. I try not to brush them as much as possible. I'll style them with my hands. I'll just make sure everything looks brushed, and I won't touch or brush or manipulate them, because I want them to stay as curled and as tight as possible so that they can last for as long as possible. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. Trust me, practice makes perfect. It is something that even now, like from 2 years ago, I have gotten better at, because the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Let me know if you try this in the comments below. Let me know how you find it. And if you have any questions, leave them below too, and I will answer them. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye!